Welcome back. This is episode 60, and I'm going to start this episode with another warning. We didn't actually finish all of our crafting last episode. As those of you who watched it know, we just did the weapon crafting. So this one, as the title probably suggests, is going to be armor crafting. If you do not really want to watch me crafting, then go ahead and fast forward one more video, and then I promise we'll actually get into doing some content. Otherwise, I don't know if this is going to take as long as the last one, because I'm kind of in the crafting mindset now, and hopefully won't be fumbling around too much. And I also don't know how many crafting materials I actually have left, so this might not be that lengthy of an episode. But we are going to start making some armor and see how it goes. Now, I kind of like my armor that I was wearing. So much quieter now that we're in the inventory screen. I guess we could make some nice hats too, actually, because we don't really have that many hats. These are all of our gear choices for... Okay, let's go to later. So there's only one hat choice. Might make a few of those. So a lot of these come from the DLC. Superb Antamsar. Tier 3. Alright, so we may actually be able to make some Tier 3 armor then. I guess we are at enough of a level where we can... Well, we have two Tier 3 schematics where we have access to the DLC and the formal attire ones. DLC is a little bit better. And this is the Tier 2 of this, essentially. This is Tier 2 of a different DLC type. Enchanter Coat, Antamsar. I thought there'd be more than that, because there's the Spoils of the Quinari. Oh, because these are the arms. I gotcha. Alright. I'll say, why is it showing the one I currently have? So we do have some Tier 2 legs and gloves we can make. As far as the overall armor, I probably can't make anything as good as what I'm currently wearing. Well, maybe I can. I guess we're going to find out. So yeah, I'll start with light armor. And I like my hat. I wish there was a schematic for Hat of the Inquisitor. I actually might start even wearing the hat once once I start doing DLC, or if I can find a different cool hat, I'll start wearing that, because I'm not sure I'll be able to put up with having my hair look all different, since the mod doesn't really apply to DLC. But alright, so for either me or one of my companions, we'll just make this as good as we can, and then we'll see what happens. Now, we have used most of our Tier 2 cloth, I think, doing other things, doing the weapons. We have Evernit wool. Let's do the other areas first, because this really, any type of cloth works here. It just determines the armor rating, whereas this determines the actual stats. So, like, we wouldn't really want the leather here, because that's plus 18 dexterity, which is useless, because, well, not useless, but not especially useful to light armor wearer, because light armor wearers are mages. So, these are all dexterity. Dexterity, dexterity, cunning and dexterity. Why are these all... Am I on the wrong thing? Kind of hope I am. No, we are in light armor. So, okay, all of the light armor just has dexterity on it. Well, maybe not all of it, but this piece of light armor has dexterity on it. And cunning. See, it's all useless rogue stats. Yeah. What about here? There's the mage stats. So that probably has to do with... Okay, so we have armor is 18 cloth, and then three utility choices, leather, metal, and cloth. And I guess leather... Does leather mean rogue stats? Is this going to mean... Yeah, this is going to mean... Okay. So we really want for mages then. Which, okay, that actually kind of makes sense to a degree. Leather, even though it's a light armor, it's the actual type of material that determines what type of stats it has. So for a mage, we want something with cloth, cloth, cloth. Or cloth, 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 cloth. Kind of like that. But that's not quite as good. I might have to make some of that anyway, just for my companions, because I feel like it's better to do this overall than it would be to do slightly higher armor rating, but with like dexterity and... Constitution is okay, because everybody can kind of use Constitution. But it's really the rogue stats that I don't like as much. So if I make formal attire, I could do... Is that Tier 1, Tier 2... Let's see what we have here. So you could do like a heal bonus, magic defense. These are all resistances though, so that's not a huge deal either. It's really the offensive mage stuff I'm worried about. And that, I think, is determined by, see, it's defense, utility. whereas this is utility, utility, utility. So what I'm getting from this is that utility determines that it's going to be a stat and not like a defensive buff or a offensive buff. Um, and then the actual what type it is, leather, metal, or cloth, determines what type of stat or what type of offensive or defensive thing it would be. So we really want our offensive slots, but because this is armor, I'm not actually sure there are offensive slots. So I guess the next best thing is utility. But see, I guess so my choices are either defensive cloth or utility everything. So there's not really as much of a point doing magical defense. Alright, I guess Superb Antamsar is what it's going to be. We could also just wait a little while and come back when we have better stuff from DLC or otherwise, but we're going to do that again anyway, so okay. So I guess the most important area here is going to be the cloth, because that'll determine tier 3 rare cloth. We don't have very much of that though, and I'd rather save that anyway. So cotton gives us +8 willpower, that gives +12 willpower, so I'd like to use that. +12 magic, that's also pretty good. A little mix of both there. This is tier 1, lustrous cotton is tier 2. So that's very yellow. So we do have a mix here. Tier 3, but again, I'd rather save the tier 3 stuff, because we will have a tier 3 crafting episode down the road, and I don't want to, I mean, I can farm if I have to, but I'd rather not. It also seems like this determines the main color of the armor. I know you can tint it with materials to some degree, but I'm not sure. I think the main piece is probably affected by this choice here. Then again, this isn't really the main choice even. Like, does this also affect its color? It does, okay. So maybe the tint just overrides the color without changing the stats, but using the same materials. It's a nice system then, I guess. Alright, either way, we do want one of the tier 2s. +12. Where was the one that had like 27? This guy, Ring Velvet. Good old Ring Velvet. Samite is tier 1. Yeah. I think everything else that I have lots of is tier 1. That's pretty good too. Let's go with that. +12 magic. So I'm not sure. What's the difference between magic and willpower? Does willpower actually give you more mana points? Let's see. Attributes, Inquisition. There we go. Okay, so magic increases your attack and increases your barrier damage bonus, which again I think is the amount of damage you do to barriers, not the amount your barriers can take. Whereas willpower does the same thing, but instead of the barrier, it increases your magical defense. So one's a little offensive, one's a little defensive, but overall they're not going to make that big of a difference either way. So okay, let's just go with the 12 magic then. That's fine. For these two, I'd like to give Constitution because Strength is just not really worthwhile. So we have tier 1. These are all like tier 1. Okay, tier 2, that's a split. I don't want to split. So that's kind of the downside of using up all your materials and weapons, that you don't have as much to choose from. Alright, so I guess my only choice is either 12 or just 8 Constitution. So I'd rather have 8 Constitution. Good that we can put some of our Summerstone to use. For Dexterity or Cunning, neither one has a huge bonus to mages. Dexterity gives us a critical damage bonus. That's okay. Whereas Cunning gives you critical hit chance. So I don't know what... I'm going to go with critical hit chance. I think the critical hits actually give me the flashpoint buff. So I'd rather have Cunning. All else being equal. Is there a tier 2 Cunning I can get? Let's see. I'm sure there is. The question is, do I have enough of it? Tier 2, that's a mix. That's Dexterity. Ram Leather is tier 1. Alright, well, let's go with the mix then, I guess. Your good stuff. And then we need 18. What is this? Cloth? Yeah, cloth. So we would like a tier 2 cloth if we have anything left. Yes, 188, right? Because that's 161. So all this determines is the ratings. So Everknit, we have 27. Ring Velvet, we have 27. This we only have 18, so Ring Velvet is a nice blue, kind of goes to the other one. Everyone is. Let's go with ring velvet just for the color. So we are using up all of that ring velvet we've been gathering. And we have the Agile Shrewd Antamsar. Alright. So, we can make some upgrades as well. Whether we use them for that or use them for something else, I'm not really sure. Again, I don't know if any of these is better. Well, we only have one arm, so let's do the arms first. So again, because it's leather, we have to use rogue stuff, but I wanted to have cunning, didn't I? So the question is, would I rather have 9 dexterity or 6 cunning? I might actually have 9 dexterity then for damage. I'd rather have 9 cunning if we can do it, but I'm not sure if we can. There's that mix again. Might go with that. Okay, let's go with the mix. And then, see, because this is not a utility slot, it's a defensive slot. We have to do either the heal bonus or magic defense. Magic defense is pretty good. Spirit resistance, fire resistance. Let's go with the overall magic defense. Alright, so we have some gloves. We'll probably make a couple of those gloves for all of our companions, but... Alright, so this is defense, defense, metal cloth. This is defense, defense, leather cloth. I guess metals would be better. I don't really know what my choices are. Maximum health, that's pretty good. Tier 1. Any tier 2s left? Stagger on being hit. Melee defense. Melee defense is good. Should probably save that for a tank, though. Then again, it is my main. Let's do Viridium. So we have double as much of that. Alright, so this is the same thing pretty much. Is there a tier 2? Yes, there is. Magic defense. Alright, cool. So, we have those. Now, I guess the main question next then is going to be, do I use my new armor? Oh good, Josephine is done. Let's actually head upstairs. So I lied a little bit, I guess, when I said this is only going to be crafting, because I am actually going to do these little missions if they come back while I'm standing here, because it's my quarters. I don't want to delay, so it's just the war table. This is like stuff I would do between episodes anyway if I felt like it. So I'm not going to feel guilty about not showing it to the viewers who skipped next episode, because you guys stuck around and this is your reward. Get to see me send out an exciting war table quest. Aren't you happy you chose to stay around and watch me craft now? Alright, but I would like to get the rune crafting dude. So, Skyhold. See, where is it? Maybe it's over here. It's one of those guys. Investigate the elven glyphs. No. The red heart?
I have something for you, Commander. The soldiers the Herald rescued from the Falomire arrived an hour ago.
Thank the Maker. We need good news.
Alright, let's look up, what do they call Arcanist? 'Cause I don't actually see the quest anywhere. Acquire the Arcanist is a war table operation. It is part of the side quest rune crafting, which I have. Available on the Ferelden side of the war table. Oh, that's done too. Oh, we have a nice shield. Ironically, it's probably going to end up being better than the shields we just made last episode. Oh, okay, so I guess we're on all of our things. Hardened Hightown and Savory Parallels. Wonder what that is.
The Darkspawn have been driven back on the Storm Coast.
Good.
Let us pray they do not return.
Alright, so we do want to restore the port here. Workers can assist the blades or assistance from nearby cities. Let's do assistance from nearby cities, because if they do that, they feel like they're invested. They want to help maintain what they built. And they feel more secure too, more involved. Okay. So did I already recruit one and I just don't remember it? I thought I had that quest still. Come on. Okay. Skyhold. Rune crafting. Recruiting an Arcanist will allow the Inquisition to craft runes to enhance weapons and armor. Recruit an Arcanist at the war table. Well, I'm trying, but there is no mission that I can see at the war table. Unless she's standing around and the Undercroft Muse didn't see her the entire time. Let's check again, but... I tried to do a search for can't find Arcanist, but of course when I hit the apostrophe, it searches automatically. Arcanist Inquisition, because I'm sure if I've had this problem, other people have as well. All right, so it said Fereld inside.
You read the report?
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Yes.
See, it says you get the quest on the warboard once you get to Skyhold. It will be there as soon as you arrive. Apparently not. Okay. I want recruit an Arcanist, but I don't... Oh, okay, it's way up here. I thought it was supposed to be over there. All right, there it is. Acquire the Arcanist. And I think they said it's, yeah, it's immediate, so... She's busy, so... Let's have Liliana stealth her in. I think that would be probably the best thing. Yay, so we can meet her in the Undercroft as well. So again, something kind of I didn't think I would do, but it is crafting, so if people don't care about crafting, they don't care about the Arcanist anyway. All right, so...
The captain sent back sketches of the walls.
We're doing that
Our
already.
experts say they look elven.
Interesting.
Harden... Oh, so it's a new quest we got, okay.
Does Corypheus send scholars to find something the elves buried? Or something buried with them?
So somebody is using this, his book to try to incriminate Varric. And it seems like Liliana is interested, so let's send her out.
Inquisitor.
What else do we have here? Doing that. Everybody's busy. Isn't there somebody who's not busy yet? There is. They just can't do any of those missions. How about alliances? Josephine? I think it's Josephine. No, it's him. Assurances of fortunes. An offer from the army. That could be good for... Let's see. Eradicate Red Templars together. Sounds like a good team building exercise.
Inquisitor.
Go for it, Cullen. Alright, so they're all sent out. They'll be back probably later in the episode, but for now I think we're good to go. Let's go meet our Arcanist. Is that the Arcanist quest that I don't know if I sent her on one afterward or not. I might not, but whatever. That's enough war tabling for one episode. It's going to be a long episode either way. With all this crafting. I don't want this to end up being like an hour and a half long episode. Plus, I'm getting rather hungry. Ah, we get to meet her now. Wait, is it going to be like Wynn or somebody?
Inquisitor?
I hope so.
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
Although she might be gone by now. It's got to be somebody we know, because they're making a big deal out of this. It says she, so it's not like it's Sandal or somebody. Or is it not a person? Is it a head? Interesting. Is that her? Or is that her machinery? I think that might be her. Or maybe not.
Hello there.
Oh, is it Dagna? I think that's Dagna. Oh, that'd be really cool if the Arcanist
Don't
is...
stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
Wait, have Harriet create a masterwork. Oh, is Harriet... Wait a minute. Dagna, it is Dagna. Okay, good. Maybe I was about to say maybe you get a different dwarf then if you don't send her to study at the tower. Oh, that's... I see. I love little things like this where they put it in there as like an Easter egg almost for people who played the original games. Maybe Harriet is the one that you get if you don't send Dagna to the tower.
You're the magical advisor?
Oh, you're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship.
I'm really excited about this. This is cool.
The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. And Reach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
Yeah, no disagreement here. I actually have a really cool screenshot I took when I was looking through my old screenshot folder of Leovar just standing on this rock, staring at the breach in the distance. Like, I have to close that thing. It was a really cool. It's like the kind of shot you'd see on like the cover of a game or something. I should make my desktop or something. But yeah, it's good to see Dagna again. I think that was kind of one of those quests that, if you were to name your favorite side quest from Origins, a lot of people would say this quest. It'd definitely be like top 3. as far as side quests go.
I welcome you to the Inquisition and look forward to your contribution.
Me too. I've heard some impossible things. I love impossible things. Those are the best to make, well, possible. I've looked at Harriet's devices. The precision is fantastic, but typical.
Oh, Harriet, that guy.
Mundane, old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Almost, eh?
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Carifia say. That's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything.
Interesting.
It sounds like Carifius made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple.
Makes sense to
Sure
me.
is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
I'm not going to talk to her yet. I'd like to, but I don't want to make this episode super long, so
Had any luck making something useful with the things I've discovered?
I can put anything to use, but I'm not sure ruins are the best place to find successful applications of magic. But you never know. Give this one a go.
acquired something.
Dagna, show me what you can do.
Do you want fire? The first ask is always fire. It's fire, isn't it? Here's how it goes. Bring me the rare stuff for enchanting or masterworks and prep it here, just like normal. Except it's not. It's manipulation of primal forces. And I'll make sure it goes just right. We'll see. Let's see together.
Alright. So that's the fragment of inadequate chainmail. What did that become? We also need to see if, okay, let's look at, well, Blackwall, I want to keep that shield, because that's the Grey Warden shield. Where's Cassandra? Weapons. Nope, the Ancestral Shield of Leeds is not nearly as good as the one I made. Cool. That gives me some pride that my shield is better than this Ancestral Shield. Yeah, old relic. Okay, I kind of like her hairnet, though. That looks like Briala's a bit. Except hers was red. I don't know what we just got, actually. Was it an armor piece? Ferelden Scaled Hat. I'm not really sure what it was. Alright. As far as well, is it an upgrade? It could be an upgrade. Because I know only certain items have masterwork slots. I don't know if I actually have anything that has a masterwork slot. Looking through to see if any have any openings. Maybe not. I'll probably do research on those a little later on. For now, though, I really do want to get back to my armor crafting. Okay, so first order of business is to see, just by default, whose armor is best. So this is actually much better than my ancient elven robes. And these can't be upgraded, can they? I'm not sure. Let's see. Which is a shame, because I kind of actually like my ancient elven robes, but at the same time, I don't want to wear the same armor the entire game. So I guess it's kind of going to be like Dragon Age 2, where I had that one outfit I really liked, and I ended up wearing it most of the game, but yeah, there were breaks in between where I did use armor that was better, and for a change of pace. So I might actually switch to this one for a while, but when I get to the tier 3 crafting, if that purple one that I could buy from the Dalish isn't better, I'm going to make myself one that looks similar to this. And probably download that customization mod as well. Alright, so no upgrades are available for this item, so you can't upgrade this item. So this one can't be upgraded either, though. Do they just not come with... I guess because it's DLC items, maybe? It doesn't come with upgrade slots? Because I spent all that time making those arms and legs upgrades. Arm and leg upgrades, and now apparently I can't actually use them. So what does it say if it has upgrade slots? Does it say? It does say one masterwork, so maybe I can use... Oh, maybe you have to use them as you craft. I see. Increases maximum stamina. 40% chance of masterwork. Okay, so you can use this for a 10% chance, 10% to stats on success. So there's not guaranteed, but you can try to craft it, and if you succeed with the 40% chance, the armor gets plus 10 stats. All right, interesting. But now Dragon's Tooth, do they only come from dragons? Because if so, I don't want to use. I guess I could save it, but still, I want to save it for my tier 3 stuff if they're only one. There's only a certain amount of them. Fade Touch, Serpent Stone. I remember finding those. Great Bear Claws. So that's a little lower percentage chance, but the same bonus. And then Iron Bark. It's 20% chance, but same bonus. So I could see what I mean, I might as well just do the save, use it, save, and until I get one right. Because there's no use using all my materials, especially to craft that. It's kind of one of the benefits to a single player game. But it does seem like I'll probably have to remake at least one of those, what do you call them? Antam Sars. Which is okay, because my companions can probably use them too, but... Alright, see, it is a shame. How do you... I thought every piece of armor here could use upgrades, but apparently that's not the case. Josephine's done. Excuse me, Harriet. Like this guy here. Whoop, where is it? So maybe the formal attire is better than, although I don't really want to wear the formal attire out when I'm adventuring, because it would just look kind of odd having like a naval captain's regalia that suddenly is also my practical armor. Wrong station. And Cullen's done too. That was quick. I guess those were short missions. So, okay, so yeah, these have those upgrade slots. Arms and legs. As does this. But neither of the two I'm actually looking into using have that upgrade slot. So I suppose what I could do is make... What's the lowest one I have that has an upgrade slot? How do I even tell? This one? I'm not seeing... That's heavy armor. I actually like to look at the heavy armor a lot, though. It almost looks kind of magey. This one. Looks like something a Cerebos might wear. Alright, but yeah, how do you tell if they have upgrades or not? Besides making them, then trying to figure it out. Because, like, where is it? I think this guy has armor and leg upgrades. And that one definitely does. Apprentice coat. No, this one. Sturdy apprentice male. But I don't know where it says that. Kind of just doesn't. Guess I could use the wiki, but... Superb Antam Sar. Apostrophe. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't really say. I look up formal attire. I don't have too much of a issue using these items because the DLC items, because they're really not that much better than like these guys are. 188, 177, it's not game breaking or anything like that. Doesn't really say. See, okay, upgrade slots none. So it does say. There we go. Did it say that for the other one? It did not. Oh, upgrade slots, DLC only. None. With Trespasser, DLC, empty sigil. So I don't know what a sigil is. I guess a sigil is like a armor upgrade if you have Trespasser installed. So maybe I should install that just to get the upgrades from it, but I'll worry about that a little later on anyway. Okay, so I guess my choice would be to go, I'm sure if this doesn't have it, then this doesn't either. Light Armor of the Dragon, does that have an upgrade? Let's see, Light Armor of the Dragon. That has no upgrade slots. So all the DLC stuff has no upgrade slots. Enchanter Coat. Enchanter Coat. The Enchanter Coat does have both upgrade slots, arms and legs. So Enchanter Coat, though, is only 125 armor rating. So not nearly as good. But with the armor upgrades... What kind of stuff do we have here? Cunning, Dexterity, Magic Defense. So these aren't really that good anyway. But then again, I did take the time to make them. So what I might end up doing... Because these are what? Only for... Yeah, they're light legs. So you can't use them for your heavy armor people. So I might make or use... Let's see what my friends have. Like one set of moddable light armor just so I can actually use those legs and arms I just made. And I might be able to upgrade one of the things I have here. That's Varix. Solus, for example. What do you have? This thing. So... unequip that from him. And wait, what was... Did I equip something else? He looked different for a second there. That. Oh, it's the Antam Sar, what it looks like on him. Okay. Kind of strange looking. Vivian. Does that have upgrade slots? Okay, it does not, because it would say if it did. What was he just wearing? The this thing? Yeah, that does, but it has a rating of 107, so I think the Enchanter Coat would be better. And then Dorian has some really crappy armor. Alright, so it looks like the only one of those that's upgradable is less good still than the one I could make. Which is this guy, right? Yeah. This is my best light armor. 81, 107. That can be upgraded. So I think the Enchanter one I can make in there was better than 107. Light armor, Enchanter Coat. So it's 107 with lower tiers. It's kind of the same code essentially, but I can use better ingredients this time to make it better. Before I do that though, I want to make... Alright, so I'm going to do a quick save. Because I don't want to waste my precious iron bar, because I'm not really sure how much there is. Let me look it up to see. Yeah, so it is a masterwork material, which I think means by definition there's only so many of them. And a part of me does want to do it the, I guess, the correct way you'd say, and go for the chance and then just stick with it. But on the downside, I could easily have very bad luck and never get a masterwork slot. So, although let's see, wait a minute, it might be predetermined here. Interesting. So it looks like, from what this one guy is saying at least, it's actually like in the code of the game, which I kind of like that you can't use it, you can't kind of cheat it that way. But although I wonder what you would do if you did different saves then. Well, I guess it'd be like a branch, so it'd always be the same thing. So in other words, the game already knows your second item you ever make is a success. Your first is, well, not exactly like that, because it depends on the crafting percentage chance, but you know what I mean? It would take that into consideration. So it's not randomly generating numbers. The numbers are already randomly, quote-unquote, generated before the game is launched and then put in there. Okay, so if you know what I'm saying, don't worry about it. But that basically means I can't do what I was planning to do and just reload the game as many times as I want to until I get that success chance. So because of that, that means the masterwork things are actually a lot rarer than I thought they were, and I'm not going to bother with them yet. I'm going to save them until I make my my best items, because I want to make sure I get those extra stats. Let's see. Yeah, save scumming is what it's called. Um, let's see, it looks like let's see. Well, there's various theories. I don't know if any of them are actually true. Um, all right, I'm not going to worry about this too much because it seems to be predetermined. Although, yeah, it looks like the game does stow it away somehow. Somebody tried 20 times and it didn't work, but it sounds like they tried 20 times. They did it by reloading. Yep, okay, another thing that's not exploitable. Yep. This one guy did the 30% bear claw twice on the reloads, got nothing. Tried dragon tooth twice, succeeded both times. So, yep, all right. So it is, you can't just save and reload again and again, which I actually kind of like. That's good because it makes, otherwise it'd be kind of pointless. All right. Either way, though, we are going to definitely save those masterwork items then, which means the one I currently have is the, what's it called? Antimsar is already pretty good. So let's make one enchanter coat because we do want to get something that can be upgraded. Not going to worry about that. It is, like it says, optional. Let's see, what here has the 125 armor rating? Everknit wool. Is that it? And the silk brocade. Let's do the other ones first then. Everknit gives it magic defense. Silk gives it magic defense. Same exact thing. All right. Let's make it silk then. Leather. See, this is a leather defensive slot. So we have cold resistance, range defense. I want something tier 2. Not tier 4. Garget gives it fire resistance. Hala gives it cold resistance. Well, I'm not a fan of the elemental resistances, but I kind of want like a Sunderwind hit. That might actually be better. Or range defense would be good. Alright, let's go with the Garget. So we have that. Absorbing Fiery Enchanter Coat. So that can be... Okay. So... There's no level requirement right there. No, there's not. Item level 16, but no requirement. Let's unequip what I currently have to compare. So yeah, 118, and it can't be upgraded, unfortunately. Item level 11, item level 16. So the Absorbing Fiery Enchanter Coat is also pretty good. So let's upgrade that while we are comparing things. There we go, and we'll give it that arms we just made, which I actually kind of like. It's a shame that they don't apply to the DLC stuff. But that's okay, because eventually I want to make the elven robes anyway for my character. Alright, so now we can kind of compare between the 2 or 3 options, I guess. So this is 188 Constitution, Cunning, Dexterity, Magic. So really only the Constitution and Magic apply that well. Whereas this is 125, again, Cunning, Dexterity are kind of discounted. But the other 3 are all defensive stats. So actually this is pretty much better across the board because it's, well, defensive stats. This one probably has better defensive stats overall. But this has more Cunning and Dexterity by a lot, so better critical chance and critical damage, which are offensive. So it is better offense in that regard. Plus the plus 12 magic is pretty great. That's like what, 6% attack I think it comes out to? Or was it every 3% or every 2%? I forget. Whatever. And it has just a lot better armor rating. So we're going to go with the Agile, Shrewd, and Tamsar. I wonder if I can dye the pants like a light blue though to kind of match the rest of it. Doesn't look very protective, but then again, I guess she is a mage, so she's going to be in the back lines anyway. But we'll go with this one for now, and I'll probably make 2 more of them for 2 of my companions, and then give this to the third. Yeah, less cunning, less dexterity, better fire resistance, better magic defense, better melee defense. Melee defense is the good one there, because I get attacked by melee more than I do anything else. Magic I very rarely get attacked by. But yeah, the extra cunning, dexterity, that 12 magic, and the health kind of balances out everything else. I think I'm going to go with the Antimstar. All right, and I think I'm going to make 2 more of them as well, even though they look kind of weird, especially on male characters. They are what they are, and we'll find better stuff down the road anyway, I'm sure. Okay, and all this, and we haven't even delved into like the medium or heavy armor characters yet. We might have to start using tier 1s for some of them, but at least the schematics are tier 2, so that's something. All right, superb, antum, shoe, whatever. Actually, before I use any of my materials doing that, let's go ahead and see then. Is this the tinting station? Yes. We can tint our hats too. I should make good hats. All right, this one. And yes, so I want to mainly just tint the pants, I think. What is this tint? This does not tint anything as far as I can tell. Oh, because it's DLC maybe you can't really tint it? I'm not sure. Okay, so the pants you can. Just, yeah, some items do not use every tinting slot, so I guess that's why. I'm kind of okay with that color. Well, I guess you can really customize it if you want. Wish it would take her hat off. Well, I guess I could do it. Actually, it probably wouldn't display correctly then because of the what do you call it? The mod. All right. Well, no, it does. Okay. All right. So we're tinting this. We want bluish. That's blue. That's a little too blue though. Brown is okay. I feel like that's like I Dream of Jeannie or something. Maybe the blue wasn't the best idea. I'm not sure I like the green that much either. Something like gray, maybe? What's it now? Just like this default green? Actually, I kind of like that, like the dark blue. Purplish. Let's go with that. And these 2 I'll probably leave as they are. I'm gonna use my rare material to color a thing. Yeah, these look a lot more like Guild Wars 2 armors than they do Dragon Age, but alright. That'll do. Alright, and I need to make a new hat while I'm thinking of headgear. Hat is not a weapon. Maybe in the right hands, but maybe in the wrong hands. Alright, Elven Cal is our only tier 2 light armor schematic. So, we can give it... I'm not going to give it a tier 3 item. But I will give it tier 2. So 18 armor. What does the other one do? Heal bonus, spirit resistance, fire resistance, magic defense. Probably going to go with magic defense. Electrical resistance. See, if there's like one dragon that's giving you a lot of trouble and you want to really customize for it, you could definitely do that. Yeah, where's the magic defense? Darkens, Sunlight, Evernet will. And then anything that gives it was the 18. Yeah, you could use the dragon webbing to do it, but again, that's very rare. Alright, let's use that. Crafted. Absorbing hat. Yeah, I guess we can make a couple of these, actually. I wish there was like a redo what you just did button. Alright. Is the Evernet and the hybrid the same thing? No. Actually, so in that case, I'm not going to use the Evernet there. I'm going to use the high Everweave there. And Evernet wool for that. And then we need 2 more, I believe. Assuming these are actually decent headpieces. I don't really know what they are. So we can put that there. And that there. And then we need one more, which won't be as good, I don't think. It'll be based on like cotton or something like that. 12 heal bonus. 12 fire resistance. Alright, Lambswool. Okay, so let's go ahead and give our mages their headpieces. Armor. Although actually some of these are better than what I made, so we'll see. And headpieces are not specific, really. So I guess I probably could go with like a warden helmet for... Blackwell has a warden helmet, doesn't he? Yeah. Cole has his custom hat. Vivian's is 12 and +3 willpower. +3 willpower is actually pretty good. What are yours? Yours sucks. Okay, you get a better hat. Varric, Templar helmet. Let's give him the hat. Actually looks kind of good on him, the hat of the Inquisitor. Let's give him a Warden helmet. Well, do we have any tanks that need it first? Iron Bull, 12. That's Quinari Trains. I'd rather he keep that because nobody else can use that one. Cassandra. She doesn't really need cunning. Let's give her that. Vera could use cunning though. Which one was that? The Legion Mask? Yeah. Looks a little odd on him, but that's okay. Gets the job done, and head slots are hidden anyway. So I probably didn't need that many hats. You could use one though. Right? Yeah. Why do you have a Warden helmet? Did I just unequip that from somebody? No, I guess not. 12 armor rating. Yeah, we'll give you this. Alright. I think everybody's probably good to go hat-wise. So we do need 2 more of these Quinari things. Even I'm getting a little tired of crafting at this point. I'll make it quick, I promise. Well, quick as I can. We are running out of materials now, so that's something. We only have so many materials. And these do take a lot of materials. Dexterity or cunning doesn't really matter. I think we're kind of out of the tier 2s. So let's just go with the tier 1s. It'll still be better than anything else we have. So, okay, so I'd like to use the cloth here. 12 willpower. Sure. And then I don't want strength, I want constitution to Drakestone. There's one. And then we need one more Antimsar. 8 willpower. 8 magic, 12 willpower. There we go. And it's the same thing pretty much. That looks weird though, so I'm gonna go with this. Lamb's wool. 18 dexterity. That is tier 2. I guess we could go with that. Alright, sure, why not? Well, why not is probably because we should probably save it for somebody who can actually use it. Okay. Like a heavy armor person. 8 strength, 8 constitution. Sweet. Alright, so I have the good one, I believe, with the 18 constitution or something. 18 dexterity. Oh, it's the mix. It's the 12 dexterity, 6 cunning. Okay. Same thing though. We're going to give. Where's Vivian? So there's 2 of these. They probably look the same on her as they do on me. So give her that one. Maybe it looks better on Dorian than it does on what's his name? Yeah, it does, but not by much. It looked really strange on us elf like Solus. We'll give Solus then the custom first enchanter armor. Alright. Everybody happy now? So no more elven robes. It's kind of a... Well, see, the 10% focus gain is really nice, though. But, yeah, I think otherwise it's kind of outclassed. I'll hang on to them just in case, but... Alright, our mages are done, and we are already at 50 minutes. Jeez. I'm going to do another crafting episode here. Alright, maybe we'll just make it really quick. And make this a long episode. Okay, so what do we want to put in there? My hat. I guess I'll put my old armor in there, because I used to wear that for a while. Put that back in there. Legion Battle Mage. That's human only, right? Yeah, that's why it's showing mine. Formal attire. I don't need elven robes. Goodbye, elven robes. Basically anything that I'm... The other thing, too, is I make those, like the thumbnails. Victim of fashion. An astoundingly bad idea. Apparently. Random upgrades. But I make those thumbnails when I upload the videos, so I have to see what my character looked like at each point in the game. So it's good to store those away in case I end up needing them, although normally I have the saves to work with. But in case the saves, in case I ever lose them or something, I don't know. Or in case they override each other. Alright, so next we need... Does anybody have any armor that is probably going to stick? I guess would be the big question. Cassandra's sucks. Sarah's is okay, I guess. Dorian, we already gave him his. Other way. Blackwell's 119. Alright, let's just go through the warriors and see what... Let's make an item and then we'll compare it. Heavy armor. Alright, so it looks like we can do a tier 3 Battlemaster Mail. See, I like that design a lot. Actually, how is that better? Can this be upgraded? Battlemaster Mail. Let's look that up. Battlemaster Mail. And I think I do have enough materials to make everything, even if I have to end up resorting to the tier 1 stuff. It does. Okay, so that's probably why it's the best. It's because it is a tier 3, so it takes a little more materials. But I mean, I can just throw in tier 1 materials, so I'll have to do that probably either way. So let's do that. Let's do the other upgrades first. I'm not going to pay too much attention to this because I'm going to be in mostly tier 1 stuff anyway. Stagger on being hit. Kind of want the health more. Alright, melee defense sounds good. Cold resistance or range defense. Thunder when hit. This is the point where I get to where I don't really care enough to worry. And basically any upgrade is a good upgrade. So 10% melee defense. That sounds pretty good. 12% melee defense. Yeah, let's use this while we have it. Alright, and then we want 174. I guess we should go for a higher one if we have a higher one. I'm not sure we do. Nope, we don't. Alright, Summerstone it is then. And then we need to craft some upgrades. So we have... Oh, we don't even have any heavy armor upgrades for boots, just arms. 60 maximum health though sounds pretty good. And melee defense. Well, do we have a tier 2 we could use up? We do, but I don't know if I really want the stagger on being hit. I could go out and look for a schematic like outside to see if I could make some boots for heavy armor, but I don't really care that much. Alright. Heavy arms. Confirm changes. Kind of wish I made her a warrior. They have some pretty cool looking armor. Okay, so now let's compare to our other warriors. Cassandra. What she has is 144. It's empty, but that's okay. But this is definitely better. Blackwall, yours is Where is yours? 119. So this is better. Iron Bull. Yours is 136 and already has arms and legs in it. Probably take those out, but I'm not sure if they're that good really. Guess we at least take the legs out. All right. So everybody needs new stuff essentially is what I'm looking at. Okay. So let's look at the legs for that. Maybe we can take it out. Arms, plus 30 maximum health. I think it's free to remove it, so might as well remove it. Yes. And then look at this and see what the comparison is. Alright, so we can have 60, yep, definitely better than the Vanguard ones. But we do have legs, so at least there's some legs in there. It's better than nothing. Alright. Let's make them 2 more heavy armor sets real quick. I'm enjoying crafting this game. I feel bad that I'm spending my entire day doing this. Because I don't want to go into a 3rd episode. Okay, Battlemaster. 174. 40 maximum health. Still better than what we had. Whoops. Let's go with melee defense, actually. Cold resistance, range defense, and melee defense. Crafted. Let's craft 1 more of these, and we'll craft 2 arms to go with it. Drakestone. I wonder if the melee defense is... Nah, probably not. Because there's not that much healing in this game. So what we're down to now? Is there anything ranged here? Cold. Cold. Sunder when hit. Alright. Like I said, not a fan of the elemental damage ones because there's just not that much elemental damage, as far as I can tell. Could be totally wrong. 80 health or 4% melee. Let's go with 80 health. And then we have arms. I know I'm being a little inconsistent between these, but it's good to make each character a little unique as well. So that's tough. Let's go with the health though. You know what? Let's go with a health one with the vigorous arms. Then the second one we'll go with the exact opposite. We'll go with the melee defense. So it might not be totally right, but we can't be totally wrong. Alright, so let's upgrade those, and then we'll slip them on to the people who need them. Okay, this is the good one already. This is already defensive, so let's give it the defensive one. Melee defense, confirm changes, and this already has some health, so we'll give it even more health. Alright, cool. Armor. So I'm just gonna give them, I don't really care which one gets which. Blackwall. And Iron Bull. Alright, good stuff. Not as, I kind of liked having like Blackwall's Grey Warden armor match, but this is still kind of Grey Warden-y. I guess because it's on him. Yeah, alright. So that's those guys. Alright, long episode, but last but not least we have the medium armor wearers. 99. 162. Did I just make that one? Because I obviously did make that one at some point. Maybe I made that one last time, but I mean I'm gonna keep that because that's pretty good. 162, and who's last? Sarah, 85. All right, so I could do some more of those 165 items. That's what I'm going to do. All right, Prowler Mail. I don't know if Is that upgradable? Probably. Let's see. Prowler male. It is tier 3, so that it probably is. It is. Okay. So, again, not going to worry about it too much. We are getting low on leather, though. Do we have a... We do have some tier 2 leather we could use. Just not a lot of it. Alright, let's do it. Cold resistance, under 1 hit. Melee defense. Spear resistance. Magic defense. Alright. I'm like paranoid now that I ended up using like some of my rare materials by accident, but if I did, oh well. Alright, so there's the Prowler Male number 1. This one will have to be a little lower in terms of its defense. Use some of that canine leather we've been carrying around. Still Deep Stalker stuff. Heal bonus. Heal bonus could be useful maybe. Or magic defense, let's go with that. And maximum health can't hurt. Alright, and then we need to see about arms and legs. So I think we only have tier 1 stuff it looks like. So let's make some tier 1 arms. And one more. That was a misclick, but I'm going to go with it because it's probably just as good. It's just for companions, but I'm not going to be using super often anyway. There's my second arms, and then legs. I might actually even have some legs like lying in my inventory that I just found. Oh, this is a utility one. Okay, so we actually get something useful here. 2 dexterity or 3 dexterity for bear hide. Or ram leather. Alright. 3 dexterity sounds good. Let's do that again. Some tier 2 stuff in there. So we did have some tier 2 stuff left. Alright, and then we can assemble that, and then I think we're finally going to be done with our armor upgrades. So this was fun, but I'm glad I only did it. I had like that one crafting bout earlier in the game for tier 1 back at Haven. And this is my big tier 2 one. I'll do this one more time when we're all ready for tier 3 and tier 4 stuff, but then that should probably be enough for upgrades. And we're just going to upgrade as we go with whatever we find. Okay. Masterwork Vanguard. Why is that Masterwork? It's worse than what I have. Is this just item I think I found this one. That's the one that what's his name was using. So it's not much worse, but what does it have built into it? 3% heal bonus, 3% melee defense, increase maximum stamina by 10. Maybe I will keep that actually for one of them. Wait, this is heavy. Wait, I'm thinking of, never mind. Heavy is already used, that's why. Alright, so medium arms. Medium legs. Confirmed. Medium arms. Medium legs. Alright, so we have those 2 nice pieces of medium armor. Like I said before, Varric can keep his. Or he can, since I like Varric, I might give him one of the good ones. Alright, so yeah, let's give him an upgrade since he's been wearing that one a while. And then we have Sarah, we'll give her this one. It's a different look. Don't dislike it necessarily, but it's kind of odd that only half of her is armored. And Cole. Yep, definitely better than what he has now. All right. And I think that's it. I think we're finally done. Everyone is upgraded. We got to see Dun again. That's pretty cool. I'm going to end this episode here because it's gotten to be way too long. But when we come back, I'll probably have some dinner first, but then we will be able to put our new weapons and armor to use and explore some new territory. So thanks for watching, and I will be right back.